right, so here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future in all likelihood is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10, 155.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see, is the best the business has to offer. And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know how humble Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy. Right. I understand that, but when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon, and it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers. Yes. How about 15 million? You got some catching.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him tonight. Well, this place is absolutely deafening as the undisputed UFC lightweight champion makes the walk for his latest title defense. This is a huge fight, as big a fight as we can put together at 155 pounds, but the champion thinks it's going to be one-sided.
Yeah, skill for skill, he's one of the best fighters in the world. That's why when you look at the pound-for-pound rankings, you always see his name right amongst the top 1 guys on the list. He has every skill in mixed martial arts, but I believe it's his mind that separates him from the rest. He has a skilled trap of a mind and believes, without a shadow of a doubt, that he's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, he was carrying himself this week like a guy who knew something we didn't. We'll see just how one-sided this fight could be in a matter of moments. Charles Oliveira. He is ready to go. That means so are we for our main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib, the Eagle, And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Charles Oliveira.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so at 29-0, the Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov is back tonight. He wants to see if he can pass this Charles Oliveira test that most fighters in this weight class have failed. Khabib, so nuanced, as you know, with his takedown game and his grappling transitions. Gonna have to be pretty focused tonight, though, given all the poison coming back from Oliveira.
He's gonna have to be precise. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. Wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility, rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no, oh, he's got the choke.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Oliveira.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Now drops his inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, great reversal to top position by Nurmagomedov.
Oh, in the mouth. Great defense by this fighter.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Nurmagomedov's in half guard now. Oh, big shots from the top.
Oh, nice.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land in the top position. Oh, triangle choke by Nurmagomedov.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
The horn at the end of the round, so the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad.
Second round underway.
Oh, that one landed, yep.
Oh, nice land there by Nurmagomedov. When he made his UFC debut in 2012, he wasn't striking like that.
No, he did not look like this. That's a... Oh, guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oliveira's pass is denied.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guards. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
Oliveira, ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count.
Nice transition.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck, but snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Oh, he's out! Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. All Rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here. But the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history. Final seconds. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. 2 rounds in the books.
What are you doing out there? Let's shake it off. We need to do exactly what we did in the gym. I want you to keep your hands up, keep moving your head, keep moving your feet, cut those angles, and let's change it up.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see 2 high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage, the other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these 2 are 2 of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened early.
Oliveira's trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show.
Attacking on guard.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of... Oh, attempting to go for the leg now. Oh, that looks tight to me. It looks like it might be locked in.
Yeah, it looks like it's done. It looks like it's done. Oh, man, that was slick.
It's work. I'm going to stand this up.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded, they're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try, and in those efforts, he's giving himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? I have.
Constantly a moving target. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Nurmagomedov going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Again, shoots for a takedown. Not there once again.
Stop this fight if he doesn't move. Oh, nice combination.
And we got a fight on our hands.
Oh, yeah, he hurt him bad.
Seconds winding down in round 3. How about those 5 minutes?
Take a deep breath and relax. Watch him look to finish this round. Put the pressure on this guy. Move forward behind head movement. Keep your jab nice and long.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready? You ready?
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested. Beautiful diving strike lands.
He passed the half guard. That was nice. Take the ball here.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Nurmagomedov's got the full mount.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is thudding off the mat.
Nice shots landing from the top position. He does a great job of getting to his position, landing effective strikes, and now his opponent's starting to swell.
That is it! Khabib Nurmagomedov with a huge win tonight!
Holy smokes!
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight, absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
Now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
And still undefeated and now a knockout artist, perhaps not, but Khabib Nurmagomedov getting it done by TKO here tonight. He's always been sort of underappreciated as a striker, and he showed you a lot of those skills tonight.
Yeah, he showed all of his skills.